Okay, 6 o'clock, you ready?
Yeah.
Everyone ready? Good evening. Tonight is Tuesday, July 29th at 6 p.m. I'm calling this meeting to order. Thank you all for being here. It's nice to see people in the audience. Nice to see a full council up here. Staff, thank you for being here as well. Madam Clerk, please call roll.
Councilman Dylan
Here.
Councilman I'm.
Here.
Councilwoman Lisa. Here. Councilwoman Here. You have a foreigner.
Next item is Pledge of Allegiance.
She's my son, Braden.
Reading first.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Braden. Next item is approval of the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda, Mayor.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Gallego, second by Councilwoman Gonzalez. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Ayes have it. Next item is public comment. Do we have anyone here for public comment? Do we have anyone calling for public comment?
The mayor, no one holding.
I left public comment on the agenda for the special meeting, just in case we had anyone that had public comment on any of our budget or anything like that. We're pretty early into the meeting, but Ms. Shannon, would you like to introduce Tiffany?
Mayor and Council, I would like to introduce Tiffany Segura. She is our new finance clerk. She started yesterday. And she's already in Questa. She's already looking things up. She's hands-on. And she will be starting to reconcile July financials, bank statements and stuff like that in the next, not next week because we have payroll, but the week after. So we welcome Tiffany. We're looking forward to working with her.
Welcome, Tiffany.
Remember, it's Tiffany and not Billy.
I know we're gonna call you, we're gonna call you A for the time. It happens everywhere. Is there anything you want to say to us? I just want to say thank you guys for this opportunity, and I really look forward to getting to know all of you guys. We look forward to you working with us. I understand you're very quick learner, like your mom. Try the best. Good. Welcome. Thank you.
Welcome, Tiffany. Thank you.
Yes, welcome.
I'll close public comment at 6:03. We'll move on to action items. First item is discussion, consideration, decision. Memorandum of agreement for the creation of the Enchanted Circle Fire Protection Association.
Mayor and Council, on your desk is this document. These are some talking points that our fire chief presented. He was not able to be here, but he did say that this is a really good organization that we need to be part of. He does go to the meetings. This enables them to officially be an organization so they can get funding. And he said it brings regional emergency response strength, resource sharing with better outcomes, cost-effective public safety, wildfire, weather, and tourism preparedness, strengthening community trust, training and operational consistency, legal and liability protection, and stronger voice for rural communities. So he put all his points on there for you to consider.
Ms. Shannon, I'm gonna ask, Councilman Jaramillo, if he can maybe understand, but what's the difference between this MOA and the one that's already been in place for the last?
That was gonna be my question, not to you,
I was
because there's already an existing Enchanted Circle Fire Association, so.
But it says a renewal of an MOA, so apparently it needs to be renewed every so often. So they're just highlighting certain points, the way I understand
This did come from Mike Cordova from the county, and he asked me to present it at the meeting.
So it's I guess that's my, if it's a renewal, I just didn't understand. It might just be wording on the agenda where it says creation of the Enchanted Circle Fire Protection Association that had me confused because in my mind it's already created.
It does say on the front of the document for the creation of, and this came from Mr. Cordova. So that's why it's labeled like that on the,
Did you put that in our packet?
this was in the packet.
Yeah, that one, to me, looked like the other one too.
So maybe there's somebody new, coming in as a creation of a new, we have County of Mora and County of Colfax. I don't know if they were originally on the original association.
They may not have been thinking about it. I'm just curious. I don't have any reason not to support this. I
Right.
just was
It's just a matter of
the wording, yeah.
I would like to make a motion to approve this. Anyway,
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Gallegos, second by Councilman Gonzalez. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman David Gonzalez,
Yes.
Councilman Brett Tanya,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rodriguez,
yes.
Councilwoman Schumann.
Yes.
Next item is discussion consideration decision. Fiscal year 2024, quarter four local bar.
Mayor and council, I did include the local budget adjustment request in your packet. It is simply moving money from one line item to another within each department and within each fund so that they reconcile at the end of the year with a positive balance. DFA likes to see no negatives on the financial report. I stand for any questions.
Motion to approve financial, the bar, yeah.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Gallegos, second by Councilwoman Gonzalez. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Jason Gonzalez.
Yes.
Councilman Brett Tanya,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rodriguez,
Yes.
Councilwoman Schumann.
Yes.
Next item is discussion consideration decision resolution 2025-25 fiscal year 2025 quarter four state bar.
Mayor and council, I included this budget adjustment request in your packet. It does have to be approved by you before it goes to the state. I would like to say a couple things on highlighting some items. In our original budget for fiscal year 25, our GRTs were budgeted at $954,949. At the end of the fiscal year, they were $1,026,333, almost 34. So that was an increase in GRTs of $71,084.73. Part of that increase is noted in this budget adjustment request.
Good problem to have.
It is, it's great. The fire protection fund, did increase by $27,144 and that paid for our debt service. The loan payment was $26,302 and the interest on that was $842. So that is in there. We had an insurance recovery in law enforcement protection fund of $29,934 for that vehicle that was deemed not able to be fixed. So it was a total loss, so we did get that money. And that increased our carryover in LAPF. The guys are looking to purchase a new vehicle to replace that. In Fund 21800, we got reimbursed for the comprehensive plan of $50,000, and then the other amount of $5,000 was the New Mexico True Clean and Beautiful Act. And then just for this quarter only, we had an additional $11,779 for LOR funding. We have quite a few different things in there that we will probably give you a final report on the fiscal year 25 LOR funding at the next meeting. We do have a new fund, 28000, which is the Cannabis Regulation Act. In June, we received $813 in cannabis GRT revenue, excise tax revenue. And so we have that going forward. We did receive 700 and something this month for July.
When did they open up that little shop? Was that in May?
Yeah, that was Memorial Weekend.
So this is 1 month that we got those?
Yeah, they earn revenue in a month, they report it the next month, and the third month is when we get it.
That's pretty good.
So it's a good start.
I think they opened in April, actually.
Was it?
Had to have been April for us to
It was
get the money.
April 19th, around there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 2009, July. Yeah, 2 weeks.
That's when he had his grand opening, if I'm not mistaken.
In this final quarter, for state legislative appropriations, we had reimbursements of $938,530. So that's reflected in there. And we did have the quality of life reimbursement for the municipal park of $38,802. In the road revenue, we received $600,614 for our roads. Part of that was reimbursement. A lot of it is the upfront funding to work on those projects. Water enterprise showed an increase over the quarter of $27,369 over budget. The solid waste, $1,958 over budget, and the sewer, $19,198 over budget. So those are all adjustments that are included in this state budget adjustment request. I stand for any questions.
Any questions from Ms. Shannon?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Councilman Gonzalez, second by Councilwoman Gonzalez. Madam Clerk, please call roll.
Councilman Gonzalez,
Yes.
Councilman Jaime,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rodriguez,
Yes.
Councilwoman Shannon.
Yes.
Next item is discussion, consideration, decision, resolution 2025-26, fiscal year 2025 final quarter report.
Mayor and council, in your packet was 31 pages of the quarterly report for the fiscal year, or the whole fiscal year. And it included the resolution and the cash recap sheet. We did really well this year. I think we stayed within budget. We came up ahead in many of the different funds. We have quite a few carryovers. We have one thing that is not so great, but I will tell you the good news first. The LEPF, Law Enforcement Protection Fund carryover is $92,349.79. And that includes that money that we got from the insurance recovery for the vehicle. For fire protection, it's $138,659.69. We're not able to get all of the guys sized for bunker gear, and they also need to get extraction equipment, is that the right word? Extrication equipment, something like that, to open up the vehicles when they have to rescue somebody. And they also need to outfit every truck with the equipment that they need in case one truck goes out, they'll have to be moving equipment from one truck to the other. So that's what they're going to be using this money for, also to start the expenditures for fiscal year 26, such as the insurance, which ran us about $12,000 last year. The negative thing about this report is that our fire recruitment fund year one grant, we were given $225,000, but because of the delay in hiring a fire chief and hiring these paid firefighters, we did not expend $166,990. That's going to have to be reverted back to the state.
Say that again?
We have to revert back $166,990 of that grant back to the state because we didn't use all the first year funding allocation. The delay came because the firefighters were not hired. Mr. Chief Bobbitt was hired in March and the other firefighters were not hired until May. So that really set us back on using these grant monies.
And Ms. Shannon, on that, I can't figure out how the grant didn't come in at the beginning of fiscal year 2025, but they expected to expend that full year. That didn't make any sense. There has to be a grace period or something like that.
This is a legislative allocation, so I don't think it is, but I did plead with them and explain to them our situation and how we lost our fire chief in January and she was not able to hire the people, and then we took a while to get a new chief. So I am pleading with them to get it extended, but I don't know that they'll be able to do that.
Who's, who are you talking to at the state?
We were talking to Josh Duran and Austin Muselli. Those are the two people I'm in contact with. Austin, I think his name is Austin Muselli or something like that.
Josh Duran is our local rep.
So we're trying, we'll see what they say. I did explain to the woman that I send the reports to on how much was for salaries, wages and overtime, and then all the benefits. Again, in that report explained why there's so much of a reversion. Asking them to please consider letting us have it for the carryover for the next year. But it's probably even beyond them, it has to go higher up than them to approve it. Otherwise, I think we're in pretty good shape for the end of the fiscal year. I stand for any questions you may have.
Any questions for Ms. Shannon?
No questions. Motion to approve, Mayor.
Second.
I got a motion by Councilwoman Gonzalez, a second by Councilwoman Gallegos. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Gonzalez?
Yes.
Councilman Crabb?
Yes.
Councilwoman Gallegos?
Yes.
Councilwoman Shannon?
Yes.
Next item is discussion consideration decision, resolution 2025-27, final budget adoption.
Mayor and council, on Sunday, yesterday, I sent you this recap that shows the balances carrying over from one year to the next on the ending cash balance versus beginning cash balance. On your desk, there is the full budget as it is entered into LGBMS. None of the expenditures changed from the interim budget. The only thing I changed on this budget is the beginning cash balances that were different from the estimated. The first year of that firefighter recruitment fund, every year they change the fund number to another fund number, but they don't let you keep the fund number for carryover or reversion. You have to put it as beginning cash balance in the next year. So that, instead of being 0 on Fund 209-220, that's the 166,990 that may have to be reverted. I stand for any questions you may have.
Mayor. Hey Shannon, the 169,000 has been reverted. How does it affect us?
So that is money not spent on firefighter salaries and benefits.
Yeah.
So for the fiscal year 25, the revenues that we received from the tax that the Taos County was giving us for fire and EMS, that paid for their salaries. What I did is move those salaries and benefits into that grant so that we can take advantage of that grant. And that's what was left that we did not expend this year. So it's kind of like a pre-reimbursement of those expenditures. So it doesn't actually affect our budget.
Okay.
The new allocation for this next year is the 50% for fiscal year 26, and they're also gonna send the 25% for the third year, fiscal year 27. They're all gonna put it in for this year. Something happened at the legislature, and now they're just gonna all give it to us at one time instead of spreading it over the 2 years. So the 168,750 that's on that line item will be used for expenditures for salaries and benefits. On the expenditure side, I had to show the reversion amount as an expenditure that we're gonna have to give it back. But I'm still pleading with them to let us keep it.
Thank you for that.
Good question.
Make motion to approve resolution 2025-27.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Gallego, second by Councilman Gonzalez. Madam Clerk, please call roll.
Councilman Jason Gonzalez.
Yes.
Councilman Martin.
Oh, stay.
Councilwoman Louise Geiser.
Yes.
Councilwoman Shannon Doyle.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Next item is adjournment. I will adjourn at 6:23. Thank you all for being here.
So get something from the thing.
Huh?